folks. So here's the deal. I hope you was able to make it through our first attempt at a video. Kind of long, but apparently the sound was worse once we actually got it on YouTube when we watched it than what it was when we played it back through the little camera. That's number one. The reason I'm making this is actually on my phone, so it's going to be kind of quick. I have some footage from that same camera of a little bit of morning talk yesterday and down at the sawmill a little bit. Started trying to show you a little bit around there, just what we had going on. And the camera died. And I thought it was the batteries, and then it wasn't the batteries. So we thought maybe it was too cold, even though it wasn't about 35. It wasn't too cold. So apparently, it's probably not a good idea to try to use a roughly 15 to 20 year old camera for new starting out YouTube. This is done on my phone. I don't think it's going to take a very long video, so I'm only going to do a couple minutes out here this morning. Just wanted to give you a heads up. I'm going to try to get my wife to put this one in front of a little bit of what happened yesterday, just to give you an idea of what started out. It's bad quality sound too, probably. But hold on, we got a camera coming. Got it Amazon Prime. Hopefully a couple days, should have it. It'll be a little new to us getting it figured out, but hopefully it's a lot better quality. It's got the little microphone and all that stuff sitting on top of it and stuff. So maybe you won't have to hear that loud buzzing. I don't know what happened there. And like I say, on the computer it was fine. Put it on YouTube. First time we tried to play it for ourselves, just to see how it done. Terrible. That being said, hopefully this will give you kind of an idea of what we got going on, and just bear with us a little bit. If you get to this video, if you want to just skip to the next, I understand. I'd like to see you, play out the whole thing. It'd be great. But we're working on it. Like I said, we just got one on the way. That's all I know to tell you. I hope that you stick around, find out, follow us, like, share, all that good stuff. Subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated, just to show us that, y'all want to see more, and we are headed in the right direction. All right? Well, here goes nothing. Thanks, folks.
It's just me today. It's a nice 35 degrees here in North Carolina today where we are. Figured I'd just do a little bit of a morning video here this morning because of the cold weather here at the moment, and we are planning on moving, so doing a lot this spring. It's a little slower time for us. We're mostly just saving, planning. So I figured today we'd just talk, and I'd probably just walk you around and show you the sawmill a little bit. Will warn you, it's a little bit of a mess. We have been sawing pretty regular up until just past week or so. Past couple weeks probably. My family and I all came down with the COVID-19. Everybody's healthy, happy now. But that knocked us down for a couple weeks. Quarantined everything, all that good stuff. Pretty rough couple days, but thankfully the Lord watched over us, and we got over it relatively quick. Some people aren't so lucky, unfortunately. So we pray for those people that do need it. But today I figured we'd just, like I say, walk you down to the mill. I'd show you around a little bit, show you kind of what I got going on. I got a couple timbers down there that are sawed, ready to be moved to the farm, but got to get some help to get them moved, and hadn't had a chance yet, and stacked up over there for the barn. So yeah, that's probably what we're going to do today, and just a little short video, kind of give you an overview. I may go back out to the farm today. I got some straightening up to do out there in the container. Might show you that too. We sort of use it to store the stuff that we're going to use for future projects. Like I say, it's so muddy because it's rained so much here that it's hard to really get anything done that you want to get done. About every project we want to do requires a little drier weather. For instance, me and my father-in-law actually have a big spread of white pine that we've been sawing. That's what we're using, me and my wife are using for our barn, but it's on the mountainside. So in order to get to it, all we have is a tractor, a two-wheel drive tractor, Ford 4000, which does an amazing job, surprisingly, a lot better than I even thought it would do, getting the logs out. However, it does got to be dry. We don't have any tractor equipment because we're doing this for a guy that wants less of a mess as possible as far as ground being tore up and stuff like that. And it's just me and him doing, so kind of got to do it a little slower. Thankfully, that's one of the reasons I bought my International log truck. And again, it's an older piece of equipment, but I love that truck. Great truck. Hauls really great. I tried doing it with a trailer, and where we're coming in and out of is pretty steep, and with the trailer it's really hard on the truck because of the way it pulls all the weight off the tires when you're going up the mountainside. So with the truck, it puts the weight on the tires. But anyway, to keep from being so long-winded, because my wife told me that I needed to not talk so much, maybe, we'll walk. I'll cut this and I'll walk down to the mill and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so to give you an idea of the mess, I could clean all this up and make it look all pretty, and we may put up a picture of it all cleaned up and all pretty, but truth be told, sawmills get messy, especially when you don't have a whole lot of room, and it's all manual. So I mean, if I had huge hydraulic chippers and all that great good stuff, it'd be great, but we don't. We do have, my brother actually has a chipper. That's what most of that pile is going to be used for. It's a lot smaller. It only takes roughly 7 to 8 inches, can be chipped by it. So the big stuff, I'm probably just going to chop up into firewood when I get time. I guess today, in a sense, I do got a little bit of time, and I may do some of that later today. But like I say, it's kind of muddy down here, and I ain't really got no place to stack it at the moment. But I still may end up doing some just to get it out of the way. But this gives you an idea of what you pretty much are working around on a regular basis when you're sawing, because you don't, when I'm doing it by myself, I'm just trying to get the lumber turned out and get it out of the way. Currently, I back the truck down here and I saw a board and I'll put it on the truck, stack it on the truck, then take it over to the farm. I'm working on a trailer to put my mill on. This mill's been here for about 4 years now. I love it here in one sense, but the mess and having everything right there in front of you is a problem. So probably gonna put it on that trailer, move it over there. That way I can just take my logs, all of my waste. I can actually spread the sawdust over the ground, help fertilize, and that way it won't be as much waste right in my way. I can stack up the stuff that are just going to be chipped. Again, I can chip it, spread it over the land. A little more area to spread out. Here we're on almost 3 acres, so it's not quite 3 acres, and a lot of it is in woods. So I'd say really, as far as clear land, maybe 1.5 acres, with the house, the raised beds, which we don't have many raised beds, but we got a few, and all of my junk packed in here trying to prepare for going to the farm. Plus, for a long time I was really into trucks and building trucks and cars and stuff like that. So I still have a few old trucks that I've built, not old trucks, but just toys. Ain't brought myself to sell them yet. Maybe one day. I just figure I'll hang on to them. But anyway, here we go. I'll turn the camera around and actually kind of show you. Like I say, it's a Woodland Mills HM130. It's actually one of their first years that they came out with it. It's a 2016 model. They have a wide version now, which I would love to have, just because this one only can saw 22-inch wide boards. I might do a little modifying and be able to get 24 out of it, of my own personal modifications, which would be nice because that's roughly countertop type stuff. But I think now they've got them up to, and Woodland Mills, if you see this video ever, you can correct me and I may correct it on later, but I think it's like 30 inches that they can actually saw through the blade. I can get a 30 to 32 inch log on here, but actually sawing it through the blade as far as a single board, not but 22, and that's tight. I can currently saw in here through this opening here. I can get 18.5, close to 19 foot, relatively easy. I can get longer if I got some help and we can negotiate it in. I can saw up to 21 feet, I think it is, because those timbers there that stretch the full length of it, that's actually what they are. And I've done that for the opening. I got a hoist there for actually rolling the logs whenever we need to turn them over on the heavy stuff, because I've had some pretty heavy stuff on here. Actually so heavy that one of them actually bent 1/4 inch 4x channel iron. So and that was just rolling it. Now it's recording again. Okay, so had some camera difficulties. My wife can edit this if you would like, if she would like. I don't know what happened. This camera, I don't know. But I hope we can continue. I don't know how long it's going to last. Maybe we can get at least all of this done. Like I say, I'd like to at least give you an overview of what we're doing here. Like I was saying earlier, turn the camera on, I've had some heavy stuff on here. So as you can see, it's kind of tight. This build